Hello everybody, it's Christine. Today I'm doing a process video with these two pictures. It's from 2009, y'all. So this is like, what is that number of years? Oh, I guess that's like 12, 13, that's like 13 years ago. That's crazy, almost 13 years ago. So yeah, me and my sister were young and beautiful, right? Tan, all the things. So this is me and my sister. We actually, where this is actually my daughter's, I think it was her 5th grade graduation or something, or some kind of little show, because it was June, because we were heading to the Scrapbook convention. And I want to say it was the creating, or, I don't know. I want to say it was one in Arlington. So whichever one that was, I think it was a creating keepsakes or some such. I don't remember which one now, but I have it in some more pictures, but it doesn't really matter because the layout itself is actually just going to be about us being sisters. It's not really about the convention. Anyway, these are the pictures I have, and what I'm going to be working as inspiration is this layout here. It is from Joybell Scraps, or Joybells_Scraps, and hers is actually, looks to be like an 8.5 by 11. Obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously. For me, it's obvious because I only ever work on 12 by 12. Well, I say that. I shouldn't say that either because I'm going to try to do some Project Life this year. But anyways, this is going to be a 12 by 12. And then the collection I'm going to use here, I'm trying to kill this little guy. I'm not going to with this layout because I'm so terrible about hoarding papers. Like, this is so pretty, but I haven't figured out how I want to use it yet. This is so pretty, so I have to think on that. And I don't think I'm going to use them on this layout. But it's the Simple Storage Simple Vintage Lemon Twist, okay? Because I also have the ephemera, or actually it's the floral bits, and then I have the foam stickers. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. And then I have the sticker sheet. So I have plenty to work with, honestly. And what I did do, though, and I showed you a second ago, it's got like 4 strips of paper, they're torn and all that. I did pull out this, from the Color Vibe collection, I got this wood grain because I didn't want to use, the only background that could possibly work would be something, I didn't think one of these backgrounds was really going to work for the type of design we're talking about. So these are the papers I've got pulled out. There's a mat underneath the photos. I'm going to kind of mess around with that. I'm probably going to end up matting these photos on the inspiration. She didn't mat the photos. I haven't decided. I might use black or something. She had kind of a black and white pattern. I do like that here. It's the back of these cut aparts. It's unlikely like I would use these ones, so I'll probably cut from that side. And then there's this paper here. I had it flipped around so I could see the sides. This is just so pretty. I just love this color, this like teal color with the yellow. It's just gorgeous. And I'm trying to create contrast. So then I have this yellow, and then I have this black. I've used this on another layout at some point. So that's the where I'm headed with that. Trying to think on the title. Like, I'm thinking, you know, Happy Sweet Sisters or something along those. I'll have to spell out the word sisters with something. But I'm thinking, I'm hopeful to use like one of these really big, probably this one. I'm thinking Happy Sweet or something like that. I want to use some of these up. So that's my plan, or at least the direction I'm going to head. So let me do a little work, and then I'll come back and show you some more. Talk soon. Alrighty, gang. So I have gone in and torn and adhered down the sheets of paper. I did go ahead. I trimmed my photos just a little bit because there was a little dead space up here and some on the sides here. And so I just kind of condensed these a little bit so they would be just right size to go on top of this. I mentioned initially I was going to mat these. I don't guess I am because I decided not to. The inspiration had this like, well, not like, but this, good Lord, I can't talk. Whatever this is called, a piece of paper behind these photos. And I went ahead and inked it with the Tim Holtz Black Soot. That's my favorite black edge inking ink. So what I'm going to do now, and honestly, I should have prepped this a little better. So I'm going to end up, according to the inspiration piece, you know, it's got it here. And like I said, I want to come in with these things. And I'm kind of going, like I said, I kind of want to use this sweet. Because, I mean, best. Oh, y'all. Why are titles so hard, right? Kind of imagining Happy Sweet Sisters or, you know, something like that. Now, the inspiration piece, she actually had like littler words here. But you know what? I need to use these little foam stickers up. So that's what we're going to do. Oh my goodness, y'all. I stuck that down there. I probably should have used a piece of wax paper or something. Although it's hard to see through. I'm just imagining something along these lines. And then I'll need to get some black letters there to say sisters. What I'm kind of debating on, I think I'm going to have it come like this because my wood grain is like this. So I'm going to have it come straight, even though this is, you know, kind of at an angle. It's a little wonky. So I think I'm going to pull that over into here. So it'll kind of nestle, actually, in here. And then I can put sisters along here. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to use, I've got to pull out these florals. And I want to use some of these guys. There's a lot of lemons in here. I don't think I want to use the lemons because that's kind of one of those. I need to figure out some kind of layout. I'm trying not to keep my head in the picture here. I want to use a layout, you know, about lemons and when life gives you lemonade or lemons or some such. That doesn't make any sense. I don't need any dairy farm things. But I don't really want these lemons either, so we'll keep those out. There's some cute florals here, though, and of course these butterflies are great. And then I have this little guy here. So those are good. I'll probably use these guys. I'm not going to use those guys, most likely. And then there's some definite opportunities here. I do like these little tags here. There's the inspiration piece has some stuff up here, so I may come up here and use them here. I think I'm going to do that. I think I like that. Now, interestingly, there's these little photo corners. I think I may come in. What if I do that? Oh, I like that. It's always good to use stickers from your sticker sheet. What is that? Oh, that's on the picture. And I can just kind of do this. Oh, I'm liking that. Oh, that's kind of cute. We'll do that. And you know what I may do too? I may go ahead and pop this up on foam. So, give me just a second. I'm going to get some traction here. I'm going to get my photos mounted. I'm going to put my title down, figure out some of my ephemera here, and then poke around on my sticker sheet. And once I get some of that stuff down, I'll come back. Okay, talk soon. All righty, gang. I have mounted I've done the paper, I've mounted the photos. I think I showed you guys that now that I say that. Sorry, I'm not going back and watching what I've already reported. And now I've had to get up and walk away and then come back. So, but I did get the title mounted. I added just some basic black font here, foam stickers here, or stickers, foam letters here. And so now what I want to do, so the actual inspiration has a little something going on up here. And I mentioned that I wanted to use these, or some of these stickers, because there's kind of a lot of them. So I'm kind of liking love this the most, or love this most. I'm going to kind of just, let's do this. Let's set these aside for a second. I don't want be happy. I do like sweet life. That's kind of cute. I've got my blue and my yellow, right? So maybe I'll do that. Oh, I kind of like this butterfly. The problem is I don't want it to go too high up. But I do like that. Okay, now I also have a couple of tickets here. What if we do something like this? I'm kind of imagining, I do like this butterfly, but I want it to come down, and this is kind of going up. Do you see what I mean? So, and now I'm getting a phone call, so hang on. Y'all, I'm switching over to voiceover because I recorded this and I was talking to you, and you'll see my hands kind of move and all that because I was talking to you as the audience, right? And here's the really sad part. I had put all these elements where I wanted them, essentially, right? I mean, there's, I think I inadvertently move a butterfly or something like that. But generally speaking, everything's where I want them. I don't really have to think anymore per se. Like, I know this is where I want things. I'm kind of talking at the moment like I had decided to put the butterfly up there, and then I took those 2 tickets. I had those other 2 little word phrase things that I started talking about putting up in the upper right, but I moved them under the picture, and I like where those are. But then I was kind of talking also to, my hand was going down that left side over there. Even though the inspiration piece had basically no embellishment on the left side, I really like what I did here because, as I mentioned early on, I had so much ephemera and things I want to use. I thought it looked pretty over there, and I thought it just added to the pattern. So it may be a little left heavy, but I think it actually works out because I do have, I think it works out. I like it. But anyway, my whole point is I had everything where I wanted it. I'm just basically gluing it down. And y'all, I still had 20 minutes of talking and filming, and I go, this is just not going to work. So I'm going to come in here. I sped it up. It's 2 times speed or whatever, and I'm just going to tell a little bit about what's happening. As I said, I took pretty much all the butterfly. No, it was the last of all the butterfly ephemera and the 3 florals that I had. So I had the 2 like bluey ones and then the 1 yellow flower one. And I put basically that all on that left side. I just kind of found little spots for it. And then, again, I put that sticker in the upper right. I put those tickets. I did pop those up on foam. And I'm just going through and I'm gluing these down. Now, some are flat glued, like I, glue them to the paper flat. But many of them I do like to have, especially with butterflies and their wings, I've kind of gotten to where I don't like to just glue a butterfly completely down. I like to glue the center down to the paper and then pop the wings up with foam tape. And it could be one side or the other, depending on kind of where it's placed. But generally speaking, I'm going to put a little foam tape under wings. I think one of these butterflies here I actually put completely on foam tape. I'd laid that down and I laid it too tilted too backwards because I had the layout upside down when I did it. So again, I'm going through, I'm gluing all these little butterflies and things down. And I'm just nattering at you about it. Like I said, I realized, my gosh, it was 18 minutes of film, and I thought, oh my gosh. So this is still going to be 9 minutes, and I apologize, but I can't make it go any faster with iMovie. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can kind of tell you that is inspiring or helpful or whatever. There's my head again. And I'm not really sure there is. Today, the last couple of weeks for me have been really kind of rough with our family. I think if you've watched any other videos, you may have seen my dad's in the hospital. And I'm finding myself just kind of foggy-headed and unfocused. Scrapbook time for me is therapy, so I do try to get in there and do something at least once a day because I do enjoy it. It just makes me happy. It can make me sad too, though. I was looking, at pictures of my dad, and it makes me a little sad that he's sick. So sad and happy, but that's our lives, right? It's everything. It's the sad, it's the happy. I tell my daughter a lot of times, you don't know a good day unless you've had a bad day, because otherwise they're all the same, right? So I treasure the bad days in some ways for the blessings that you kind of start to recognize after. So anyway, that's my deep, insightful thoughts for the day, and I'm sure you just really love to hear that on a scrapbook process video on YouTube. But anyway, that's what it is. So I'm trying to make sure these butterflies are not random, but I don't want them all going the same direction or anything. So I'm kind of paying attention to the angles at where I point them. Some are going to look like they're kind of flying away, and some are going to be not. Oh, I did mention, and I did it when I did the talking, but I forgot to mention it here. Up where it says the Happy Sweet Sisters, I had that little bit of dead space kind of between the photo and sweet. And so I did add a little butterfly and a little puffy heart. I wanted that in there. I actually started to put butterflies and things like that around those 2 little word phrase tickety things down the lower underneath the photo. But then it just started getting like, it was like sticker sneeze. I was like, there's no flow. It was just too much. Because I even also considered putting something up next to happy. But then I thought, no, you're starting to get into that upper right cluster, and it was looking too much run-on-y stuff. Now here's where I started thinking, I still have all these little word phrase, or what do you want to call them, horizontal stickers here. And I'm like, I got so many of these. I need to use at least one, right? I've got some space above the photo right there where I just pointed. So I'm looking for something. And I'm like, I don't really want the green ones because I've got the green paper. So I need to use either yellow or black. And I end up deciding on that black one. And if I'm 100% honest, I'm not looking at the layout, and this screen is entirely too small and my eyes are entirely too old. I switched to yellow now that I think about it. Look at that. I sat there and told you the black one, and it's the yellow one. I can't see it, so I don't remember, and I'm not looking at it. I think it's something like Sweet Life or something. I decided to put the little yellow in there, and I liked how that looked. I got to use up a sticker too. I'm going to go on Pinterest and find me a layout where there's just tons of stickers and ephemera that kind of makes something up. I've seen some really cute stuff. I know I can work with it. So where they kind of build like a pattern or something behind the photo. So I'm gonna play with that. I really love all these pieces. There's so many, and I feel a little guilty. I haven't figured out a way to use more. I really think this is just a lovely collection. I really do love it. Here's where I've gone in. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to add some of my little pearls. So my last video, I think I made the comment, I have so many of these little Kaiser pearls. I've got to start using them on some of these layouts. You can see that's I've got them in Roy G. Biv. So I'm kind of looking through, and I find these little, they're kind of yellowy orange, or a little bit orange, but they're still close enough. When you separate them, I think the colors lean toward the yellow because it's closer. I do find a blue, but it's a little too blue. It's not quite green enough. So I leave out the green, thinking I might use the green, because I also found that little baby bit of green there. And that's close enough. Actually, I do end up using both colors, although the green one, I only use the little small tiny ones. I did not want to use any of the really big pearls. I just think that would have been wrong. It didn't feel right. So I go through here and I just start plopping some little pearls down here. And I'm really doing this to add a little bit of shine. I mean, some of the foam stickers are a little bit shiny, but this looks, obviously like a little pearl. So I want to add a little bit of visual interest. I think it looks really pretty they're just kind of sprinkled. Most of them are sprinkled down that left side over there, right? That's where all the embellishments and things are happening. I still think I have good balance though, because again, that wood grain, it offers you like a visual resting space for your eyes. I actually really like how this layout turned out. When I first started, I thought the inspiration was a little bit simple, and I thought it was going to end up being a little bit simple. And then, y'all, I'm a more is more most times. I just can't help myself. I keep adding all the things, but I think it looks so pretty. I was really happy with it. So, again, I'm just kind of going through. I'm not using any of the bigger pearls, but I'm using the little ones just to fill in some of the little, I guess, the little sprinkly bits, you might call it. Anyway, I have to say, too, before this thing ends, I don't have too much left on here. I'm just adding the little things around. I'm really liking this little iMovie deal. Not going to lie, my new phone's working out. I am posting videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I actually even already have you'll see one tomorrow. Well, I say tomorrow. I'm so sorry. Today is Wednesday, so I have one coming up tomorrow. This one's actually going to go up next Thursday, I think. So it's a little off for me. But anyways, I'm doing them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you want to kind of, again, you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and you'll see these things. And then you'll get to hear me randomly chat at you. Maybe someday I'll try to do like a live or something. I love watching, honestly, I just love our community. I love watching all the Scrapbook ladies. People are just so sweet. And I really see the most supportive stuff. I have rarely encountered a hater. I've had one or two. I actually had a layout posted once. I forget which group. It doesn't even really matter. But this lady goes, "That's ugly." And I was thinking, well, that was a bit sassy. Anyway, that was the layout. There'll be some close-ups here at the end. That's me pointing down there going, hey, like and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening and just being part of my life. We'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.